And welcome back to my channel. So I did a wee poll this morning on Instagram whether or not I should do my favorites for lockdown or my all-time favorites, and lockdown came in as a clear winner. So today I'm going to be showing you my 10 favorite products for lockdown. Products don't go in any particular order. These are just my go-to products that I've been using personally through lockdown. None of these are sponsored. Them is a PR package, but the rest of them I have gone out and bought myself, which you always know means it's going to be a truthful opinion. Don't get me wrong, any PR packages I ever show you guys, I always state whether or not I have used them before and whether or not I've continued to use them. I just think that's kind of what all influencers should do. I hate people that go and be like, oh my god, this is amazing, and I've literally never tried it. This is already in my hands now, so I thought I'd just start with this one. So this is the Redken Extreme Mega Mask. Now if you have hair extensions, do not use this. Obviously I don't have hair extensions in at the moment. It's a really hard life. This stuff is amazing. Now my hairdresser actually uses this like all night, but I have actually heard from other hairdressers that you're not really meant to leave protein on your hair for too long. I need to clarify that with her. I may have been getting it confused with another mask, but this is awesome to just leave on your hair for 10 to 15 minutes. What I've been doing is like having a nice bubble bath, having some me time, and then putting this through my hair, and then just kind of like pinning it up, and then I'll wash it out before I go to bed. Like I'll leave it in for probably longer than it's meant to. It does say, it actually says 3 to 5 minutes. I usually use it for about half an hour. Seems to do wonders. And yet with the All Soft Mega Mask from Redken as well, if you have used this, you will swear by it. Like I have not heard a single person say something less than average about this. Like it's amazing. It just makes your hair, well, the name says it all. It's all soft. It makes it feel so soft and amazing. And I know they have a new-ish one, which is called the Mega All Soft Mega Mask. I really want to try that, so if you can get your hands on whatever that one is called, products for your hair, I would definitely recommend one of these depending. If you have hair extensions, All Soft is great. This is what I usually put all through my hair extensions, just to make them nice and soft and actually feel like your hair. Obviously when you've got extensions in, they're not regenerating all the oils and stuff naturally, so that's where you can kind of get really dry, shitty extensions very quickly. So I love this one. Usually if I have hair extensions, and I'll kind of part the top half of my hair and then put through the extreme, just so my actual hair is getting a little bit of protein. It's a little bit niggly, but I definitely recommend it if you have the time. And I mean, we're in lockdown, so why not? Product which I'm absolutely gutted about is actually from Redken as well. Now my hairstylist, who's actually one of my closest friends, she swears by Redken. She's at a Redken salon, so she's kind of got me onto Redken products. So while it looks like I'm sponsored by Redken, I wish, hi Redken, hey, help a sister out. I'm not. Unfortunately, occasionally I'll get a few things through the salon, which I'm really grateful about, but I just kind of buy what she tells me to buy, and I've really noticed a big difference. I bleach my hair like every 6 weeks. It's really bad. And I never really get regular haircuts. And at this time during lockdown, I've decided I need to start taking care of my hair. And that includes doing moisture masks, protein masks, and also using heat protectant. I cannot tell you how important heat protectant is. I've always kind of just been like, what do you fabricate? Now, this is like almost a hairspray, and I'm so obsessed with it, and they're discontinuing it, and I don't know why. I'm presuming they're going to bring out an even better product, so I never really use this because this is like my holy grail. I am obsessed with it. Like I nearly cried when she said that they were discontinuing it, because you only need like a small spritz on your hair, and then when you're straightening your hair down, it smooths it and almost holds it as if you've got hairspray in it, but then it doesn't make your hair hard, so it's protecting your hair from the heat, and it's making it nice and smooth and beautiful as well. I just blow dried my hair. I didn't even straighten it, and I feel like it's so smooth and straight considering I literally just used heat protectant and a hairdryer. That is all. On to the face. I'm gonna be wearing makeup during quarantine. I know it is good to put makeup on occasionally. Like I've been looking like an absolute piece of shit this whole lockdown. So today, to be filming for you guys and to actually do a full face of makeup, it makes you feel good. You shouldn't look for external things to make you happy, but I don't know, there's just this certain feeling that you get when you haven't worn makeup and you haven't got freshly cleaned hair for ages. Like, it's nice to have that little break, but when you do put makeup on, it's like, oh, hi, there she is. She's still there. So for taking your makeup off, it's quite greasy. That's probably the only thing I don't like about this package. But the Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm, I only recently purchased this one, so as you can see, like, I've used not very much of it. I've used this over the past maybe 2 or 3 weeks. You only need a tiny amount of it. A little bit on your face when it's dry, and then kind of move all your makeup around. And it takes everything off. Like, I find my eyeliner is very difficult to take off. It's the Better Than Sex one. And it's awesome, but it's so hard to get off, and you find that you're rubbing your eyes quite a lot. This stuff, amazing, I have to say. If you were gonna get a pre-cleanse balm, this one is so good. I personally think it's a lot better than the Dermalogica one. The Dermalogica one is good, but I feel like their balmy one is really shit. And then their liquid pre-cleanse balm is just, it just goes everywhere, so you end up going through it quite fast, whereas this stuff, like I said, I've been using it for 3 weeks and I've barely even touched the top of it. What I have been finding in lockdown is that my skin has been getting so dry, and my lips have been drying out really bad. Now, I purchased this lip scrub at Duty Free in London, I think it was, and it smells amazing. This is the Candied Nectar one. It just takes away all your dead skin, and it doesn't dry out your lips as well. Obviously I'll put lip balm on afterwards, but as you guys have seen in my previous videos, I typically have very dry lips. I drink a lot of water, probably not as much as I should, but I just always have dry lips and I hate it. But this stuff has been an absolute godsend. I love it, and I really should be using it more. I think I've been using it a lot more in lockdown, and one of my favorite products overall, probably not, but for lockdown I definitely recommend this. It's getting quite dry. I know mine is. I think it's just because we're not getting enough oxygen and stuff being locked in the house, and we're eating kind of bad food. I don't know about you guys, but I've been eating real bad food. Speaking of, totally off topic, but we just got an air fryer, so if anyone has any cool recipes for things you can do in the air fryer, definitely let me know down. I tend to use products that are super expensive on my skin. So obviously I do use Medicate and a few other brands like that, like Dermalogica, brands that are quite expensive, but nothing like Lumiere. I have had the biggest struggle with dark under eye circles. I actually went to try and get filler in my circles, but they actually told me that it doesn't really fix the darkness that much, it only fixes the hollows. So the darkness is typically hereditary. Thanks, Mom. So I really wanted to try the eye concentrate from Lumiere because everybody goes on about it. A tiny little container. When it arrived, I was like, what the hell is this? This stuff is amazing. Like, you use such a tiny amount, and it comes with, this is probably the best part of the whole thing, it comes with this little spoon, and you can just put it underneath your eyes, and it's like, oh my god. It's so expensive, but it does last so long. So my normal eye cream that would probably be like $150, I would have gone through 2 or 3 of them by now anyway. So if you look at it like that, it is a good investment. Price sucks when it's time to buy it. All my little tiny under eye lines that I was having, that was kind of, all my makeup was sitting into it and clunking really bad, and I hated it. It was the absolute worst. Like, I put my makeup on this morning at like 8 AM. It's now 4 PM, and I think it's still, obviously my makeup's not looking amazing, but overall I feel like it just holds a lot better under your eyes when you are using a good eye cream, and I cannot recommend this one enough. This is probably, like, this would be number 1 in my list for like overall products in general, not just for lockdown, but this is literally, like, if I could say one beauty product, this is what it would be, and it's the Pore Refining Scrub from Medicate. It's a dual action natural exfoliator. I was recommended to do with this is to just cleanse your face as you normally would, and then when your face is damp, take a pea-sized amount and gently exfoliate. Don't rub it like this, which apparently you're not meant to do even when you're scrubbing tan off. I was not aware, so do not do that. It's really bad for your skin apparently. And then once you've done that, you leave it on for the rest of your shower for like 5 minutes. So I tend to do it like on a day I'm washing my hair, for example, just so it can just sit there and really get into the skin. God. when you leave the shower, your skin is incredibly soft. Like, it's amazing.
What, you're going to come into YouTube video now? Because you've been really naughty. Yeah.
So, no thanks. My last few favorites, I actually just got this one. It's the Age Bright Spot Fader from Dermalogica. I really struggle with hormonal breakouts on my chin, and I end up with really bad red spots from them. Now, I am so good at not squeezing my pimples now. Do I still get red spots? Yes, I do. Just if this has made a difference to my red spots yet, no, I haven't noticed a difference, but I had a huge pimple on my chin. You can probably still see it. And they usually take like 2-3 weeks to completely go. And this was like dried out, gone within 2 days. So this is so far been really, really good. So I had to include this in my little lockdown thing, because if you are gonna be using stuff to kind of fix your skin during this time, no better time. So I thought I would recommend it. I'll definitely update you on whether or not it works as a spot fader, but I presume it's gonna do what it says it does. But for pimples, it has been really good at kind of drying them out and getting rid of them way, way faster. And the other thing from Dermalogica, second to last product, is their skin hydrating mask. Now this just came as a little sample. As you can see, it's absolutely tiny in my order, because I spent like $300 on random shit. Of course I did. I just freaked out, okay, and panic bought a whole bunch of skincare just before we went into lockdown, because I don't know about where you guys are in the world, but in New Zealand we're fully locked down. Like, everything other than supermarkets basically are completely shut, like anything that isn't an essential service. So obviously skincare isn't an essential service. So yeah, I kind of panic bought a whole bunch of shit. So they gave me some little samples. This skin hydrating mask, I've used it once, and so far I actually loved it. I prefer masks that look like you have a mask on, whereas this just looks like a clear, it just like kind of looks like you just have a sweaty face, which just doesn't, I don't know. It does what it should, so it's a good product. So I'm still going to mention it to you, but if you want that like full, like feeling like you're having a full on pamper and look like you have a face mask on, this isn't the mask for you. And last but not least, this little tool I bought off Amazon. Now I keep this and the La Mer under eye cream in the fridge. Someone recommended it to me to get a skincare fridge. Now we don't have a very big house, so I think it's really unnecessary to go and add a fridge just for skincare. So I've just put these in the door of the fridge. Obviously with this I'll always sterilize it before I use it, because it is in the fridge near our food. Don't come for me. But this is so nice for just like, it's like battery operated and it's just so good. Sometimes I just like sit there going like this just because, oh, it's amazing. And I'll use this like under my eyes and stuff. Just use it all over my face in circular motions. I'll also use it on the backs of my legs. Has it helped with cellulite? I don't know. Does anything really help with cellulite? I also don't know. You're all safe and sound. I hope your family is safe and healthy as well. I'm thinking of you all. If you need to just chat, I am here to talk to you guys. Like, we're a little YouTube family, and I know it's quite a hard time for everybody. Like, I feel like I've been trying to keep quite positive, but I feel like I've also been trying to push out more content in that, and days that I'm meant to be filming, I just haven't been feeling like it. So I am sorry if I do seem a little bit off or not, but I don't know, I've kind of been pulling back a little bit on Instagram stories and trying to do more YouTube stuff, because that's what really makes me happy, and just trying to spend more time with Josh and that, and spend more time with the cats, driving me crazy. But I think it is really important to just try and, you know, stay super positive during this time. But it's hard, it's really fucking hard, and some days are definitely darker than others.